And we're ready to do the Archon quest again. So let's do it. Oh boy, this place is a desert. But there they are. There's ramen noodles.
Huh. They got here before us.
Well, that eliminates any stealth.
Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
You didn't have to
Is
admit
everything ready?
Absolutely. Although, you brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only one of them?
Rahman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a one-for-one exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think? And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part. Don't you think you've asked enough?
I'm going to get Nahida to slap you up.
You stay right there!
Bird. The angry bird.
What do you think you're doing?
Grandpa!
Oh, dang.
Don't you see this blade here? You coward! Why are your hands shaking? Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Grandpa!
That's a Lord Kusanali saving everyone. No. Good job, Paimon. You did it. You did it, Paimon.
Paimon's dizzy.
Dear Al-Haytham.
This day's going just great.
What a nuisance.
The sand dune
I
collapsed.
know.
I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body.
Ace is just like, yep, I'm right. You're wrong.
The Dendro Archon. The present one.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no. He's getting confused again.
Hey, look around you.
Don't say that to a
There used
child.
to be a temple here?
I'm pretty sure there is
It
a temple
seems
here.
that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to King Deshret's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now. It could have been an underground palace in the...
Oh, a miracle. Praise King Deshret!
Oh,
What's he doing here?
ew.
And his men too?
I
They
wish
must have
they
fallen
hit
down
some
here
rocks.
with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me. Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
Well, we have to.
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
I'm gonna teleport out here. Peace, y'all.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of King Deshret's civilization appear. Two major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
Paimon thought you weren't
Ooh.
interested in gods.
God.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being. Or creature, you could say.
What are they called? Skeptic number 2 alerts, guys. We got Kuching and
New
Alphatham.
discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. King Deshret will take care of his people. Right now,
You call him a king, yet you treat him like a god. How? You mean Tomb Raider? But please say Tomb Raider. Be way more funny. Alright, let's bring back the team. We got Death.
Just sharpen my
John Ling,
Let's go gather some
Tainari,
samples.
Aether, and Kuching.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet, it flows with energy inside.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Paimon, we're trapped down here. There's no time to be admiring plants.
Huh? Me?
No, the noodles.
Do you see another Raman here?
Do you see another
mocking
pack of
me?
noodles?
What do you mean, sir?
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from King Deshret's civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing
We
to be angry
do.
about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
Right. Let's move, Desert Squad. Look up at the hole, there's more than this. The guidance. Okay. Dang it. There. Easy. Easy as pie.
Speed of light. Ha!
Radish.
One with the forest.
Out of the frying pan.
I don't know why I did that.
I'll uproot you! Can't see?
Incoming.
Easy as pie. Well, mushroom. Oh, come on.
And shroud!
With sword comes shadow. Got lucky that time.
Yeah, he did.
Don't blink.
I hear everything.
Don't blink! Hey!
Teachings of faith. The you troll. There you go. Got it. Oh, for Pete's sake, it wasn't even where I was meant to go. I don't know why a police van just went by, but it did. Oh, okay, okay. I was just thinking way too simple.
Incoming!
One with the forest.
Bye. Easy. Now that I remember it from last time.
Don't blink! Cut to the chase! Speed of light!
And shrapnel.
Incoming! Hey!
I'll uproot you.
Don't blink! Eat this! Hey! With sword comes shadow. Nice and spicy!
Thanks, Grober. Oh, not this stuff again. Oh, hi. There, turn off. Ugh, I hate this stuff. There's gotta be another one around here somewhere. I don't think there's another one around here. Right, go get mold and sink. Sun can turn off. Then these two. There you go. You know, I pretend I'm smart, but I actually have no clue how I did that. Wait, what? Game. Game? Game. Oh, okay.
Now that's a sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
Dang. In we go, ladies and gents. Up. Dang, don't even get coaching. Oh, hi, Brad.
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
It's like Soul, but smaller. There's Kuching. I've seen enough of her, I'm satisfied.
What's that?
I mean, yeah.
A load of
Him.
flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
These are King Deshret runes.
Yeah, you keep saying.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
Sino, you know anything? So to the Egyptian shiners, the statue Sino, the one who represents your orb. Fair enough.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient King Deshret script?
You
Of
can
course.
stop talking.
Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
You mind speaking, I don't know. No. No.
There's still something off about
You
this
really
place.
think the people in Egypt are all
The
cats?
elemental energy here is too concentrated. The
No, you
scent of
clearly
life.
haven't seen this
Is it
before.
trying to tell us something?
No.
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Isn't beating your face up against Academia's rules? Like, no, that was Al Haytham's Alexa.
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Alright, cutscene.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise.
Man,
A
Bill
disaster caught
Cypher's
us
cousin.
unaware. It was
Ted.
knowledge that did not belong to
The
this
code.
world.
It's Ted code.
King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their
Dang,
bodies.
don't get naked.
Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not
that's
for
a leaf.
greater Lord Ruka Devata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible.
So you can
She
shut up,
summoned the
Ramen.
priests to build temples and infused
No.
into them the divine power of
No,
life.
there's no blooming goddess who
The
cures
disaster was
COVID.
miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end.
Sino.
As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength,
Why is
and
this
her
a
form
blooming
became
Gumble
that
clip?
of a small child. How strange.
Nahida.
Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
Man, this lore sucks. I prefer Leeway lore. I'm joking.
The priest's memories.
No, impossible.
King Deshret, oh my gosh, my biggest master. Oh no, he's as different as I thought of him.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Yeah, there you go.
So the former Dendro
Took the words
Archon
right
and
out of
King
my mouth.
Deshret were never enemies at all.
But
Thanks,
this doesn't make
Al
any
Haytham.
sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
I will shove Collet into your face.
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so tiny in the end.
Like a little Nahida.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before.
Yeah, because it's secret.
The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refuse to believe any of the rumors. King Deshret's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization, it was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing.
It was all your mouth not listening.
We saw her as nothing more than a traitor. Who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans. Fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
What's Dia doing?
You were blinded by your prejudice.
Yeah, no kidding.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time...
Yes.
Come on, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dia, tell me, my Eremites and I, what are we even fighting for?
Blooming existential crisis over here.
Hey, how you doing?
I'll live. Thanks. I should probably go.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done, but please give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp's located.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources with you too.
Dang, he's actually listening.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Whoa.
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
That must have been rough. But he seems to have figured things out now.
Yep.
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret. But now that that's changed, I guess we have...
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice, long sleep. We'll need all our energy tomorrow.
If you want all of that, you better go to Leeway. Otherwise, it's just going to be stuffy. Sino? Ah, here comes. Shut up, Paimon.
Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
Shut it. Shut. Oh. Shut it, Paimon. Sino. Dang. Wait, can I? Good job, Tainari. You're not gonna say anything about the gaping hole? Fair enough. Alright, map. At least it's not blooming 800 miles away. It's not any closer. Alright, I'll take the time to finally get my daily commissions.
The sun is out. Our work's done for the day. Shall we take a stroll?
To the Adventurers Guild? Oh, come on!
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Alright, Aaron might hide out. Let's go. No! Let's go. Alright, I'm thinking which way. Alright, I'll take this way. What? Why did I just go on a cactus? I don't know. This is only 500 meters away. Here comes another lot.
Speed of light.
Good job, Tainari.
Out of the frying pan. Incoming.
What does she say? I'm really curious. Let me just... Like, it's always bugged me. Out of the frying pan into the fire. I thought she said, after I fried him, into the fire.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Fair enough, then. Well, guess that's my fun fact of the day. Bye.
Speed of light. Got lucky that time.
No, you got hit by blooming thorns. The difference between luck and thorns.
Cut to the chase. Nice and spicy.
Wind blade.
Just burn the chest already.
Yeah. Let's nip that in the bud.
Incoming.
Really? Finally.
Boba, get them.
Now you burn.
you,
Oh,
Jeff.
that for a
You
dull blade.
receive.
I am beyond annoyed. What's that? Movement zone?
The sun is
No.
out. Our work's done for the day. Shall we take a stroll?
What, you did 2 days work in like, I don't know, 4 hours in the Genshin world? No thanks, I'm good. I'll skip out today. I said I'll skip out today, thank you very much. Dang, man. Nice killing. Oh, not for Tui. I don't want to deal with the Tui, especially not him. He sucks. Also, why on earth is a Fatui guy out here in the desert? Don't spot me. No spot. No spotty. There we go. Here we are. Ramen noodles, we're here.
Raman, we're here.
Yep,
Everything's been
noodles.
arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is thanks for agreeing to help.
Ah, don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
Why does he sound so sincere?
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
You grab the
All over
shotgun.
the desert trying to find you.
That's right.
Mahamatra Sino, help us. We're gonna
General
be
Mahamatra!
cooked.
No, no! Make it quick, please! Swift and painless!
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turn pale like they've seen a ghost.
Or maybe more eating Paimon.
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
You'll be wanting.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
Those glasses are gonna be glassed into your
I
eyes.
could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other methods.
Dia grabbed the AK-47.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why?
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain it.
Well, you better figure out a way.
Start talking or you'll be sorry.
Grab the bat, Paimon.
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Wait, what? Oh. The sages aren't trying to create a new god, aren't they?
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
I'm not putting a heater on you,
How
dear.
did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor.
You mean the doctor?
Yes, and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, do you wish to create a god?
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet.
Well, at least he's not the dentist.
After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core.
Thanks,
Next,
Yai.
they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
Wait, we can technically blame everything that happens here in Sumeru just because of Yai Miko.
It adds up.
Yeah, too. Do you agree?
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Al-Haytham. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
Also, who said you could stand up?
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom. This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars...
Stop comparing plants to people.
Wisdom.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create another one?
yeah, when we put one... Yeah, I know who's charging taxes for their photos.
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god.
Because they're stupid.
When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation...
She's a child. You really expect a child to just start Albert Einsteining?
They found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to
oh my
that Greater
gosh,
Lord
the blimmin' child Archon is blimmin' a child.
Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's Gnosis has been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
So,
douchebags.
This is the path the sages have chosen.
To blimmin' forsake their own god. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery.
Can we start a bar fight?
Rahman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Thank gosh, Layla isn't one of the blimmin' village keepers.
As you wish.
Alright, anyway. Oh, blimmin' I know I gotta come back this way, so I might as well just get the teleport.
It's all good. Whatever the boss says.
Oh, never mind. Thank you, oh wise developer. Wait. Oh, never mind. Alright. Kansas, we're back.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them. The 2 new scholars are being kept under close supervision, too. Really great work, everyone.
The atmosphere is so heavy.
That's because we're all thinking about how the god is literally being tortured.
Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all get some water and try to think about something else.
Can we get pretzels?
Or I can go fetch some snacks.
Thank you, Candace.
Oh, Paimon's so coming with you.
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
Yes, I'm sorry. What happened to the water? How? How is Tia so chill? Yep.
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there will be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense. We cannot allow it to continue.
So, everyone, are we on the same page?
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
I will do my utmost.
Let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw on.
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
Hallelujah. We're at 39. That's older than me. Right. Okay, fine. Side note, let's see if you got a funny joke.
In the past, I never
Hey,
imagined
Sino,
that even the gods can
these
suffer
nuts.
from hardship. If we can find a way to change all of this, will this nation become a better place?
Well, it could try. Wait, what? Oh, right, free wish. Right, let's claim that free wish. Oh, dang it, wrong banner. No. Yeah, well, at least we got a wish to spend on the right banner. Come on. Yeah, I figured as much. Right, next day. Time to start Operation Rescue. God.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to...
You always have to seize the opportunity, la 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 la.
while it's there.
Oh, I nearly went in. Hi, Candace.
Candace, we're here! Has everyone arrived?
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Please, wait a moment. Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
Can we punch Azar at least?
What do you think?
Okay.
That was it. Yeah, okay. Let's beat up some sages.
They're all waiting for you.
They're all waiting for you too. No. I've already got blooming laundry list of quests.
Everyone's here so early! But why isn't anybody talking?
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
I'm sleeping.
Are you ready?
Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
It's worth a try.
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the next point.
You're making Paimon nervous.
You're
Well
finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care.
A
Well,
Paimon?
Traveler?
Oh, it's Traveler
Judging from
Paimon.
your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
You can tell?
Oh yeah, I forgot she wasn't even joining in.
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions.
Paimon's a little worried.
To be honest, I feel the same.
Candace gave us a compliment.
Raymond received so many of them.
Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember your words.
I'm very glad I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Your safety is the most important thing. Only when
Thanks,
you're
Candace.
safe can the plan be successful. So please, take care. You're
Bye.
welcome. And thank you for taking my advice. Good luck. With everything. I'll be here in the village praying for you. Stay
Any last
safe,
words?
everyone. I'll be here praying.
What was that? What happened to her neck? Really, Al-Haytham? Al-Haytham finds a way to be the most annoying character by going over here. Completely over the gorge. Well, the
sounds
cutscene
good.
actually starts
I'll
where
go
it
make some
finished.
preparations.
Well,
Okay.
you know what I meant.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah. Also, Candace
Bye.
told everyone to be careful.
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. We must go beyond that and fully commit ourselves to it. I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to boost our morale right now?
No.
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness of our situation.
A cuddle time.
We all have our jobs to do, after all. It's like how some people can be put in charge of logistics while others will fight on the front lines.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything like a soldier.
Of course. Compared to the mercenaries, I'm merely a feeble scholar.
I know Kave would be extremely mad here and there.
But the
I don't know why,
advantage of not
but he
being a
would.
mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my strategic insight. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups are facing constant danger every single day.
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation.
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
This guy. Paimon still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment. That reminds me. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge. You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the academia for some time, was never once informed of this. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge. But the academia has always held a different view. Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge, the Withering, Elazar, and the Sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is rather similar to the forbidden knowledge pollution that occurred in the desert thousands of years ago?
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering and the sandstorms. At least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second. Could it be that?
Ah, you've connected the dots.
Oh.
The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, what should we do?
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole the world forget me thing?
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul can we completely to make sure we're still on track. I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
Okay. Excuse me. Oh, this bit. Anyway. Here we are.
They're here.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for can knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look
What
here.
do you think?
Huh? More can knowledge?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious!
Fair enough.
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up, Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good.
Yes, I do.
Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Yes,
Paimon is still really worried.
I understand. But trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
What's with that angle?
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements. Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud.
Okay.
It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing this?
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born. And this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
A fool? A machine?
A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need to identify the gray area?
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can...
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan
Small projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
Right, let's go. Cider.
The sun is out.
Excuse
Our
me.
work's done for the day. Shall we take a stroll?
I thought we agreed on a plan.
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture. And
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. Alhatham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino?
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. Had I known Alhatham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something you should know. Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Wait, how can we work with the guard?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Reebok would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group.
That also sounds like something Alhatham told you. Am I right?
Doesn't Alhatham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people...
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hiya.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I knew you would say that.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse. But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendro Archon and those of King Deshret.
Okay, you have a deal.
Let's do this.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Hi.
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan...
Of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting?
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain El Akmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Academia.
As many as Ain El Akmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work.
Fair enough.
Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. This whole thing has Paimon scared stiff. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you... Even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors might, right?
We discussed this, remember?
Fair enough.
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry. The guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino's departure.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that...
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll need to worry. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keeper. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true. But the key to this question is, haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic. But can you guarantee that every experience of the... Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves the Akasha lab. So...
Makes sense to me.
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped by the past.
Fine.
So glad that this is settled.
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
One bit.
Will do.
Just remember to stay vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Great Red Sand District. My name is Luxembarbo.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me.
Beep! Construct! Beep!
So just...
Beep! Construct! Beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this the latest technology from the Academia?
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your...
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation.
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon.
Understood.
Anna.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Ramon's Eremites. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Let's leave, boys.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And now, we're going to strike back against that massive pillar of power. Get ready. We will move out in 2 days.
Yep. Excuse me. Sorry, it's a bit late and the tiredness makes... The darkness makes me tired.
Time for the operation! Let's go meet Sino in the desert!
Let's go.
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, they are our only leads for the case. If they die...
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Ramon, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia?
I'm not here to talk.
Oh, nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary. Brothers! For that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood.
So much more intimidating when you just kite off early.
And shroud!
forest.
Don't blink.
Got him, Kuching.
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide.
Enshroud. I hear everything.
Don't blink. Speed of light. Hey! Cut to the chase.
Go.
Can't see?
Don't blink.
Easy.
It's over.
Hey, Sino. What do pirates do?
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Aramite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have...
It's over.
That's enough.
You. You.
I'm afraid you'll regret it first.
King Deshret will curse you, and you will all!
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send them to the...
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance...
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
Right.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes. Things went perfectly.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Rum on there sure looked convincing enough.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport. I promise.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tainari.
Speaking of which, is
Oh.
it really okay for us?
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. If we need help, Tainari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan.
What? Aramites no credit. Need credit. Well, I don't understand what this has to do with knees, but okay then. Now, I'll quickly do this first. I was by a god's side, alright.
Add Astra.
Hey, free wish. Let's do it. Let's see what that free wish is. Come on. Ooh. 4-star. I got my hopes up over nothing. Oh well. Thanks, Catherine.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that serious look on your face. All right, I'll stop. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here.
But where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible for us to achieve our goals.
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that.
Fair enough.
According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis Di and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tainari still has the Academia's trust. So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard. You should be honored. I don't offer my services to just anyone you know.
But I'm not that mercenary.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bill, I guess I can apply a discount.
How much more do you want?
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say?
Huh?
I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, someone like you must look lovely when they smile. Come on, give me a smile so that I can be less worried.
Shows teeth. Thank you, dear.
Looking good. I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm. There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's go. It's time to pay a visit to Pardis Di.
Time to go to Paris. John Lang, I'm sorry, but we really... Wait. No.
May knowledge guide you.
There he is. There's the man. No. Hi. Let's go to Paris.
He's over there. Let's go say hi.
There he is.
Tainari!
Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
She's long time no see.
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
Yes.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right. Then follow me.
Ooh, whoop. Up we go.
This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any passerby. Okay. What is this important thing you want to ask me?
Have you ever met the Doctor? We want to know where he is.
Doctor.
The Doctor.
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
Yes,
Fair enough.
I know him. Actually, he left Pardis Di just a little while ago.
He left already?
Yeah. He came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the Academia. Okay. I'll answer your questions and will assist you any way I can.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have...
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, you don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent.
Oh.
So you mean you're leaving this place soon?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis Di. Let me ask, Have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you've recruited many informants. But you're right.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
No.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar...
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my... I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable to you?
No, because he's looking
Hypatia
after
was
Collei.
born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation.
Hiya.
Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's confident in himself and his abilities to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him.
Fair enough.
I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic.
I see, I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today, what with Her Most Noble Majesty the Tsaritsa calling for our return. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said, you're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewdness. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Fair enough. Bye. What?
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always looked down on others.
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking...
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway. I won't forget your kindness.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me. Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return.
Hasn't he already asked you several times?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years. But I didn't find any dots in his recent letters. I believe something may have happened to him.
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the Academia, to investigate this matter, right?
I'd like to ask you to do that for me, if you can keep yourself safe.
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that. The Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might... If the higher-ups really are hiding something, Then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the academia. If you don't see me there for an extended period, that's your cue.
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or direct requests from the academia.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Being loyal to the academia doesn't... On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
The academia, yes. But my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried that he'd get in trouble for sticking to his beliefs. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long.
I see. So you noticed something.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all of this. In which case, I must keep my promise. And also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him. I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Okay, I'll find a chance to tell him.
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this Harbinger. Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way.
Let's get out of here.
According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he...
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go.
Let's follow the
That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought.
Can we tilt here, dear, please? For 2E base.
We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos.
Port Ormos? They're going to leave by boat?
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look.
For 2s.
Look! Thanks to Dia's tracking skills, seems we found the right place.
Shh! Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Shut it, Paimon.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him. This place will do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh. He saw us.
Nope.
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only person on the boat?
You mean there's nobody with him?
And where are all the soldiers we saw in the port just now?
They were all here just a few minutes ago, but now they vanished.
So this was a trap. Wait.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui, I would also try to take her away.
Oh no! Are you saying they're going to kill her?
Let's go!
Pardis Di is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Pardis Di for research purposes.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental that you chose to only come here.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research, much less an ordinary scholar like yourself. I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things difficult for yourself.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf ears. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Pardis Di now, I'm pretty sure you're not just looking for herb.
With all due respect, your baseless speculations will only lead to unnecessary trouble.
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. I may be staying at Pardis Di as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer a forest watcher. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholars who have contributed so much to Sumeru.
Then it seems our conversation has hit an impasse.
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on my watch.
Let's do this.
Tighnari! Are you alright?
I'm fine. These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Don't blink!
Have a look at this!
Wind blade!
With sword from shadow.
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming!
Not you.
Yes, Tighnari! Beat him up!
I'm doing most of the work.
Speed of light.
No. Do something.
Can't see?
Let's do this quickly!
Good job. Thank you.
And Shroud, I'll uproot you!
You need to hurry up!
Don't blink. Nowhere to hide.
This one's well done!
Not good. Speed of light. Hey! Rain outlines your fate. Don't blink.
Unfortunate fault!
One with the force.
The doctor's orders are absolute!
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now.
And Shroud!
Prepare yourself!
With sword from shadow. Incoming. Hey!
Yeah, we got him before his shield got up.
Got lucky that. Cut to the chase.
got it.
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia.
Got it. Hypatia's
Oh,
still
this
here.
part.
Doesn't look like anyone's broken in. Well, how is she?
Sleepy.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
So, you think this is over?
Hi, Belvedere. I could read your thoughts.
What? The Balladeer is here?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
Fair enough.
But, where is he?
Oh.
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know.
Fair enough.
Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Parties DI and made contact with Hypatia. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness with me.
Who are you talking to? It can't be the Balladeer, right? That's impossible.
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch.
Dang.
I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details. Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine battle against me? Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for a god as they construct it. But this also shows that humanity's worship of gods is a combination of blasphemy and exaltation. Yes. What is it?
Make them more friendly than usual.
Yeah, I'm in a good mood. Which is why I'm talking to you like this.
Fair enough.
What do you mean? Those words almost make you sound like a friend who actually cares.
Little fox lady.
But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content, all I had recorded down before, were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you to protect it with such zest and conviction? I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking and sense the depth of your determination.
That's so
This is a good
funny.
conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about the truth.
Let go
It'll
of the
be for
emo
your own
complex.
good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance.
Oh.
Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in... She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory. You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll know what kind of authority you're challenging. Who wants to hurt my devout follower?
The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sewing Discord?
Yeah, that's why we use Zoom.
The
No, I'm
doctor
joking.
has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. But I'm willing to give you a gift, just like my expression of affection towards Hypatia. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Paimon, here's Thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while. Where is the storm headed? That means anyone outside is in danger!
Let's go. Let's save him. No, mind we got Tainari right here.
Oh! Have the Fatui retreated? Hey!
He's hurt.
I'm fine. Ow!
Don't move. I've seen Eremites get struck by lightning before.
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking
Ow.
grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone, almost as if it were alive. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn to shreds by the bolts of lightning.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. It's all right. My wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant. Is Hypatia...
Hey, didn't I tell you not to move?
Just in case. Let's go to Hypatia's place and talk about things.
Carry him. Carry Tainar.
Thank goodness, she's fine.
Hey, how about taking care of yourself first?
I understand my condition. The wound is not fatal. I'll be all right.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
I know. They always think they can push through the pain.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit. Sorry, traveler. Now you may start.
Okay.
So that's what you were talking to the Balladeer about? Oh, Paimon.
The Academia's God creation plan. How ridiculous.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I'll only work when I have to. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in Party's DI.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you for your help back there.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to. Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the Balladeer.
You said the Balladeer think that Hypatia has seen his past. So, what could be there?
Have you noticed? The Balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions.
So, if the doctor was to show up again, would the Balladeer zap?
Based on what the traveler has said, I think he would. Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us. In other words, we've successfully completed this stage of the plan. The doctor is out of the picture now.
Yay! That's a big accomplishment!
I'm also happy for you.
Thank you for the help, Tainari. Make sure you rest up for now.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Traveler, it's about time we rendezvous with the others at the Grand Bazaar. Let's continue to keep a low profile.
Alright, start to calm down.
The sun is out.
Yeah, you don't say. You, sir. What have you got? Our fruits. There you go. Why is it on low diving? Wait. Never mind. But you'll give free stuff.
Alright, everyone is here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Let's report back one by one. I'll start. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately...
Who is behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer?
Let's go with the Balladeer.
After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent, so we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already resting.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own senses and experience.
Alright. I'll remember that. Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination by now. To avoid alerting the quarry, they will stay there for now.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team, as well as their bold strategy.
It appears to have been very effective. I'm glad... Well, is that everything? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.
Huh? Wait, you mean that's it?
Well, what else is there to discuss?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them, you... Ugh.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here, so you should find someone more suitable to...
But I thought all of you Academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that.
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings.
Fine, whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either.
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me. That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Yeah! Say something to boost morale!
Huh? What are you all doing here?
Nilu!
Oh, it's Nilu!
Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
Judging from the group, but you also look like you're up to no good. Seems pretty interesting.
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like to join us?
Huh? Join you? You mean you also want to discuss something important with me?
Yes. Something very important. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Huh? Wait, You're seriously inviting me?
Ooh, do.
I can't believe my ears. You are truly the bravest and most passionate people of Sumeru, well, that I've ever met. Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but you are awesome as well.
That's right.
Good fishing for compliments, much Paimon.
I must admit that I'm a little scared, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Lesser Lord
If I can somehow
Kusanali.
Remember, believe in yourself.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally conclude this meeting?
Yes,
so, have
tomorrow
you
we
thought up
save
what
a
you'd like
god.
to say, boss?
Can't believe I think.
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super awesome.
That's right, so. Just get a good night's sleep, everyone.
Well said. A good night's rest before an operation can be the difference between success and failure.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently. It's been nice.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Carvey.
Let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so we can be up early tomorrow.
Okay. So I guess that means it's time to say goodnight now.
Yep. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Victory, Lord. Right, this is the last bit we'll do.
Today is the Academia's Niagarbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action.
Fair enough.
Hello, you two. Sleep well?
Not really. Paimon got too nervous thinking about today. What about you all, Hatham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan, since energy is an important resource.
You just want to show off how calm you are.
Well, you clearly aren't. POV, you are fisherman's toast.
It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
The only thing you're doing is being annoying.
You're not fisherman's toast, I'll
Anyway,
him.
do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You know,
Lesser Lord
I've been
Kusanali.
thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
That isn't something they could have accomplished
Hmm.
with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary of Suristhana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So, how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's office?
Don't forget, today is Niagarbaha Day. The sages and core academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules, so all the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone. And the academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and, well, yes, that's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the Academia should have already started preparing for...
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or...
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
Fair enough. Oh yeah.
I can't think of a good comeback. Alright, it's all on Al-Haytham if things go south.
Fair enough. Hey, what's one of the lyrics you sing here?
Please, wait.
Calm
That's
down.
me. Is something the matter?
No. I was just... And, also... Please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me.
I actually, this is 3rd place.
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? The sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler. Outside guests. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat.
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your contributions to the academia, Scribe.
Bye.
What the heck just happened now?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity.
Let's go.
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
There are a lot of students going through here.
The academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nyagarba. Just act natural. Now, hurry along.
Fair enough. No, he can't even play as anyone else.
What's this platform?
It's a lift that academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand...
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Grand...
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there? And after he does, we'd sneak past him?
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location,
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind...
Dang it.
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, Scribe.
Scribe.
An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Grand Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me. I'm truly flattered.
I'm sure. But compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct? It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decorum. Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand, and have the foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion.
This place is
Dang.
crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, traveler. What did you... Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend. You seem to know quite a bit about our endeavors. If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Worthless. Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power.
Chill.
These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work, creating a god. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a god.
Bro looks
If
like a blooming
humanity
anime
cannot attain
man.
omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge. Even Irminsul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot... Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's.
Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Care for the people, fend off sandstorms. We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the sky. With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana.
What a pathetic justification. Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my assignment.
Hatham? Are you talking about us?
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia as ordered. But that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler. An array of information about him ready for your perusal.
Hatham? So you're still on the academia side!
Oh no.
We finally started to trust
Funny, I
you!
didn't know the twist. I'll hate from you. Little rat.
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an immaculate report from the scribe. As it is Niagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time when, to put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes coming to pass.
He just gonna blimmin' slap you up, man.
Despicable!
Me.
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but your ploy was to sacrifice the Traveler here, was it not?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
Oh, dang it,
Must I
can't skip
delineate
this.
your... First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler. Judging by the time, you all likely...
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would be...
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you, and I gave you my report.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work. Sneak into the Academia on Niagarbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe. For there is a good chance that an opportunity to save them should your intentions. As for Sino...
Even if you impugn me, it would have little...
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage... However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial.
You said that I betrayed the Academia.
So flight has turned to...
Here it is. Here's a cutscene, and hopefully we can skip out after this.
Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine...
You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power. Azar!
Rock and roll.
He has gone completely insane.
Bonk.
Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Niagarbaha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Nilu. Good job. You ready, Nilu? Well, we're gonna have to call it there, sadly. Because I really have to end here.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon acting just now? Great, huh?
Marvelous.
Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage's up. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up.
Hold up. I gotta finish.
Apart from that,
No.
we still have yet another... He's always been... Once the Traveler is imprisoned,
sorry.
the sages will likely think that everything is under control and with their guard down.
I cannot...
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. He has a... According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser... That way, they can't pry anymore. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser...
So our job is to wake up Nick.
The confinement room is in... I'll work with Ram. However...
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally tap...
Finally. Okay, I can't hear.
Flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal.
Alright, there. Done. Okay. Alright. Well, goodbye.